Hey, what's up everybody? This is Nuke here. Just making a video about more surfaces and objects, whether you can shoot enemies through them or not. I know I already covered fences and the different fences. Now we're gonna, go over buildings and possibly other objects, like maybe we'll cover wagons as well. So here we're going to talk about windows. So I got my enemy there, right there in the window, looking at me. I'll take aim and fire. And as you can see on the window of this building, I was able to fire. I was back far enough to where my barrel was not to the window, and I was able to kill that guy. Now I'm gonna run them back, and we're gonna switch places. I'm gonna put them outside the building, and I'm gonna put my guy inside the building shooting out the window, and we're gonna see if I'm also successful at shooting out the window at him as well. I think some of this video is gonna surprise people quite a bit, but it's gonna be good knowledge for different things, and it may lead to you surprising the enemy in battle. So, got General Greg there. General Greg, sir, you are possibly about to die. You are in grave danger, sir. So right here, I can see he's out the window. I'm gonna stand back so the barrel's not poking through. And as you can see, I was indeed able to shoot through the window. And this is the shack to Red Lane, just to confirm that. Now I'm gonna reload my gun, sprint General Greg back over real quick. I am on drill camp, but this is the pretty much the same building that the devs use, I believe, on Red Lane. So just a little note about that. They only got so many building models, and they get repeated a couple of times. So next I want to show you about this door right here. So I'm gonna go outside of it. I think it'll be the same either way. Have General Greg stand outside of it. I'll be inside. Door. I'm back. As you can see, my barrel, I'm not touching the door. I'm not poking my barrel through. I am right there. As I come back here, I'm not. And if I take aim, I see that I indeed was able to kill General Greg. That's going to apply both ways, obviously. I was only wondering about that with the window glass. I think there's been points where window glass would trap different bullets. It seems to be on this building, though, that the shots are going through the glass. And, so that's an interesting thing to note. So now we're going to look at the wall of the place. So I am going to put General Greg roughly outside this wall, right about there. And I'm going to attempt to shoot him through the wall. And as you can see, I was able to shoot him through the wall of this shack. So the question at this point will be simply, for this map and segment of the video, is that the case for the barn as well? And I think we're gonna see that very shortly here. So, gonna sprint General Greg over to the barn real quick. Sorry, you can skip ahead a few seconds if you'd like. I'm just looking not to have to edit this video much. Just kind of throwing it together as an info thing. but don't want to burn too much time on it. So question I guess next is the doors of the barn and whether somebody can be shot through them. So I think we'll get General Greg inside the barn real quick. And let me run my guy over now. I'll show you that General Greg is in there. Then I will close the door and fire upon him. Alright, so we got General Greg standing right there inside the barn. I'll close the door. See if I can find him. So he's going to be right behind that board. I'm going to fire upon him. And that was a kill shot, as you can see. Good stuff there. Good stuff, good learning. And I think that's about all I've got for this map. We will check out some more buildings on another map. Alright guys, so I wanted to test a map where I can see this being relevant, both on contention and on skirmish mode. So we're at the Dunker Church here on Dunker Church. The spawn in is 2 CSA soldiers. As you'll see when I open this door, there's General Greg, our beloved friend. Alright, so door is closed. I'm gonna take aim and fire at him. Interesting. He has lived. You gotta take my word for it, obviously. It's possible I missed him. Also possible you can't shoot through this door. That's an interesting thing to note. If that's the case. Alright, so I'm gonna verify where he's located. It's definitely right there. It seems to be protecting him. It really does. It seems to be that General Greg will not die to a bullet going through this door. I could be wrong. I'm gonna get him a little closer to the door without touching it. Let's see. You can see his rifle's poked through a bit. I'll just back him up to where his rifle doesn't poke through. Alright, so yep. Cannot shoot somebody through the Dunker Church door. Very interesting. Unexpected result there. So what about the wall? So I'm gonna place him at the wall of the church. He was up on the bench. So if you're wondering where I've put him, I've placed him right there. So he's literally right there with his rifle poking through. So at that point, the wall of Dunker Church does protect someone. So, what about the window of Dunker Church? Surely, you can be shot through the window. Oh dear, General Greg. We know that you can shoot through the open window. What about shooting somebody through the closed window? Alright, well, let us find out. It appears he has survived the potential of being shot through the window, gentlemen. He has lived to see another day. Very, very interesting indeed. So that done. if I aim at that spot right there? Did not matter. I will now aim above it just to confirm. To settle it once and for all. Yep, so this was certainty that you cannot shoot somebody through this window. This window is quite invincible, I assure you. It has the holy protection. Yes, the holy protection. You cannot be shot through the Dunker Church window, class. Or you are protected. But what if I do the unthinkable and I poke my rifled butt through? I still failed. Dang. Hold on now. Do hold on. I will make sure my rifle goes through the glass. So there he is, the great brave General Gregg. He's still stopping all shots. One final one just to confirm. A little surprised, but this is quite interesting. And it does make the glass breaking sound. Odd. But there you have it, folks. The Dunker Church is quite the fortress. Quite the fortress for sure. So now what I've done is I put General Gregg behind that door. Right there, and I will take aim and fire at him once more. And he has survived. The door did stop the shot. That, my friends, mostly covers Dunker Church. Just to confirm, we will, beyond a shadow of doubt, confirm whether you can or can't shoot someone through the open window. So there's General Gregg, as we can see. And he is very much dead. So, there you have it. That's Dunker Church, and whether you can and can't be shot. There is but one more spot just to confirm that. We might as well cover our artillery limbers real quick in this part of the video. So what I'm going to do is spawn General Gregg in here on the already spawn, and I'll have him stand behind the various limbers so that we can see whether or not they are indeed good cover to be behind. So he's behind, say that wheel. I will line up right here like so and just take aim at him like kind of through the box right there. As you can see, that was indeed good cover for him. Now, just line him up there. I'll put him behind that limber. Take aim at him. And fire. As you can see, he is quite protected by this. So now, let's see, does this offer any more protection? That is the genuine question to be asked here. So, you can hit his name, kind of see where his head, upper body is comparison to that. So we're going to take aim through that. And the top of this does not provide additional cover. It provides concealment, but not additional cover. You can be shot through the top of the limber. So there we have it, folks. That's Dunker Church, as well as some of the already cover. Well, hold on. Just one thing, just to show and confirm it for everybody, and for new players, about whether the cannon wheel also provides additional cover. So that'll be a good test as well. So this may be a total of 2 shots. So bear with me here. So we got our brave General Greg standing right there. I've got my load ready, and I will fire upon him. And as you can see, he is indeed quite safe. But one may wonder about between the spokes of the artillery wheels. Just to know, like, little micro adjustments when you're taking cover behind one. Do you need to worry about the openings right there between the spokes of the wheel? Can I be shot through that? Nope, you cannot. It is all a solid cover. I will do one more shot for y'all just to confirm that. But I do believe that the wheel of an arty gun and the limbers is, physics-wise, is just a solid circle of protection. Pretty much a solid circle shield. And you'll see that here, as I'm clearly aiming through that. Actually, just a thought I had, just to make sure there's not like some sort of physics under the cannon barrel. I will slide them in right there, and I will bring myself here just to show it. And you can see that he is quite safe. So yep, that is like a shield of protection. There you go. Now we'll move on to the next map. Alright, now we're back on Progress Mill. And here we see General Greg. What are you doing in that front door? Well, let's see if we can shoot him through that door. Interesting. As you can see, he has indeed lived. Door has proved to be quite impenetrable. I will shift a little just to verify. Aim right there. And General Greg has lived through another shot, but I have broken holes in the door. Alright, now that brings up the next question. Great question here. With that hole in the door, can I now aim through that hole and shoot General Greg? Yep. So there you have it, folks. The door to the second floor, or the first floor, depending on how you want to count it, Progress Mill, does indeed offer protection for about 2 shots, at which point those holes prove to be too much. How do I say it? It generates damage to the door, creates holes in the door. You can be shot through those holes. I'm gonna bring General Greg back from spawn right now, and we are gonna find out, can I now shoot him through the wooden parts of the door, Will a bullet only pass through the hole, or is the door now turned completely unable to stop arty bullet fire? That will be the question. I know I worded that poorly, but I think y'all got the idea. Question is, can I still shoot through this? Will the solid parts of this door that appear visible, are they actually solid? Will they actually stop bullet from hitting him? And as we can see right there, it appears it did. I'll do one more shot just to verify that. I will make sure he is lined up right at that spot. Alright, so let's jump back right there. And yeah, that does confirm it. The solid parts of the door that appear solid are still stopping bullet from hitting our dear General Greg. So now I'm going to bring him to one of the progress mill windows. And the question is, can I shoot him through the window of this building like I did earlier on that building on drill camp? And so I'm going to take aim at him. It's quite visible, quite easy to see him. Shoot at him. And you can see that he did indeed die. You are able to shoot through windows now or rights. That does seem to be working. I can do one more shot just to verify for y'all if y'all like. I will bring him back over here, put him outside, put my guy inside, and we'll repeat the same. Repeat the same shot. Because I am going to just demonstrate it clearly to y'all that shooting through windows now is currently working. If somebody's told you that bullets won't go through windows, that is outdated info. You used to see the bullets get stuck in the windows actually. I will wonder if about the pistol. I'm probably going to grab a LeMat next to test after this shot. But we'll get to that. Alright. So, come on, General Greg. Run, General Greg. Run. Alright. General Greg is out there. There he is. He's quite ready for this. So, I am back and taking aim at him. And you can see that he is indeed dead. So you are now able to shoot through windows. So, now the question is, as I put my guy here, I will spawn General Greg in as a... Oh, I can't do that. That's right. I cannot do that. He's not high enough level to be an officer. I will take the officer slot myself on my main account just to show. Y'all could probably skip ahead about 1 minute this part, as it is going to take a moment for me to set up this next test. Alright, we are back at the same window. There's our General Greg standing in there, and here I had a LeMat. And I know it used to be that I could not shoot through the window with the LeMat and kill people inside. But as you're about to see right here, my LeMat with the pistol ball, I'm about to shoot General Greg. And I can confirm that he is indeed dead. So there you have it. You can now shoot through the windows on the mill, but you can't shoot through the solid parts of these upper doors. So that's one thing to note. Because I had thought that you could because of the other doors you could shoot through, but it appears that the doors on here you're unable to shoot through. I just want to verify about the basement door, because I know sometimes CSA, Union will fight over the mill. A lot of times CSA will have small group, especially guys with carbines, will tend to go in the basement and keep up an increased rate of fire around the mill. And they do that because sometimes they do rack up kills from there, which they perceive as benefiting the team. Whether tactically it's good or not, that just depends on the situation. So we're gonna get General Greg back outside the store. You can see right there. I'm gonna take aim and fire. And he has lived. So can I shoot his head through the upper part? Oh. So this door is definitely protecting him. Yeah, he is quite protected by that door. Yep. So as you can see, we got a well protected General Greg. So next question will be about the cabin up here. And in fact, I do think that's the same cabin that's on drill camp, or similar cabin at drill camp. So let's just see how this the walls and doors on this cabin behave. We'll get up to that real quick just to show. So maybe CSA is hiding in there and Union soldiers are trying to kill some guys. It's a scenario I could see happening. So we'll put our dear General Greg right inside that door right there. And yeah, I am on a pistol ball. Fire it up. And he did die, so spawn back real quick with the full pistol. And that, I'll show that it's, you can shoot through the wall, I believe. So General Greg's in there behind the wall. I can press T and see exactly where he's at and aim, since he's on the same team as me. And you can see from the warning I got that he did indeed die. That's just that team killed him. So if you were ever wondering about that, now you know. Next, I'm sure people may wonder about this little building here. One's like it. Since we're right next to it, we'll test this specific one real quick. Next map I'm probably gonna test is Otto and Sherrick in the house there. So stay tuned for that. But just to test this one real fast, we're gonna put General Greg behind the wall. Let's test first. I think he's gonna be protected by it. We'll see here. definitely aiming right under the name at him. And he is indeed quite safe. So, bring him to the door real quick. And we'll show that through the door, he's also safe, it appears. So, interesting there. It appears this little shack here, the shed, is quite the cover. Yeah, you can see that he did not take damage. What about the window? Are the windows universal? So we know the rest of this, even the wooden door protected him from being shot, but does the window? Alright. Yep, the window protects him. So this whole model here is will not take bullet damage. Quite interesting. Alright, next part of the video. Alright. So next thing I am sure players are wondering about is buildings like, for example, the house on Otto and Sherrick. So the brick one on the CSA side. And I'm sure as well the one over on the Union side. So here we got two types of doors, so we'll test both. So we got the door of the house here, and we can see General Greg on the other side. So we'll take aim at it and shoot him. And as you can see, he did not die, and it does appear that the door completely absorbed the shot from him and provided him cover. And we'll also see if this door is breakable or not. So, aiming at him once again, we see that the door does break to protect him. So, acts just like the doors on the progress mill. So next question will be about the window of the building and whether you can shoot in and out through the window or not. I'm gonna suspect that you can shoot them through the window, but we'll find out for sure right about now. And yes, as we can see from the warning, our friend General Greg is indeed deceased and was able to be shot through the window of the house. So that leaves the last question about that house, that building. And we could probably stop testing buildings once we start seeing some patterns and consistencies with things here. But just to be sure about it, I do want to see, can you shoot somebody through the wall of this house? You wouldn't think you could shoot someone through the wall of a brick house, but I do want to know for certain, for the sake of the video. So that's what this video is. I've had a lot of assumptions. Some are based on outdated info. Some assumptions have been, I think, playing wrong the entire time, and I think a lot of people do have the wrong assumptions about different services and whether they provide cover or not, and how much they provide and all that. So we're gonna get General Greg over toward the corner, I believe. So we can hit T and we can see his name, so we know he's right about there. And yeah, that did not even make a mark on the other side of the wall. Observing from him, he was quite safe from that shot. So that answers the question of that. You can shoot through the windows of this house, but the doors do protect people. So now we come to the shed over here, and the shed is going to be a quite interesting case. So we're gonna put General Greg on the wall of that shed. Shed right here behind me. So the brick shed. General Greg standing right about there. I'm aiming through the wall at him. And he is perfectly safe, perfectly alive. However, the next question becomes the door. So, I'm going to stand him behind the door. And we'll find out, does the door protect him? Alright, so General Greg is behind that door. We're going to take aim at him. And fire and learn that he indeed is protected by the door. One more shot, because we'll see if the door takes damage from being shot again. It's a long video, I'm sure, but there's so many intricacies and word rights with what covers shots and what just provides concealment that this requires a lengthy video, guys. So the door did take damage, but again, General Greg is alive and well. So some may wonder about this shed part. Oh, the shed. The shed on the shed. The wooden part. Somebody added additional storage to it. After they want to use brick. It's kind of how it looks. So, just to show that, General Greg is standing right there. We're aiming through the wall at him, and he is safe from being shot, even though it's a wood shack. So, interesting stuff there. So now, I'm shooting through the door real quick, just to verify that. I believe it's the same door though. So, yep, and he's fine there. Now, that is the same style door, but it is a different model building. So, we'll double check it. Be thorough here. First, we're gonna have him stand behind the wall. I'm not seeing any difference between the pistols and the rifles, so most people the video on the next map. Just having an officer with a pistol. Yep. So as I thought, that did block the shot. So we'll get him behind this door, and we'll see if this door protects our dear beloved General Greg from his untimely demise. Alright. Aim and fire. Interesting. So in that particular case, our General Greg has just departed this world. So you tell me what logic that is. You know what I mean? That's why we gotta test almost every building in more rights. Though it looks like the same door to me, but he just died to being shot, and I am spawning him now. And I'm gonna run him over. We're gonna just check this one more time. Wow. The logic here, like what buildings provide cover, what parts do and don't, it's pretty wild. Did I shoot between the boards or the door? Is that what happened? So that's quite interesting. So we're gonna get him back in this little storage part. Okay, he's right there. Alright. Alright, am I missing you or something? Like, what's going on, dude? right at you. Okay. Shot definitely got stopped by the door. So alright. So definitely aiming at him. Through the board. Yep. So it's different models based on the buildings. This door doesn't take damage, but allows him to get shot. Wow. Okay, well, I think that brings up the question of the barn now. What's with the barn up here? Does the barn act the same way? Like, wow, that's just it's like a fence situation. Not the results you expect. Why the door looks the same, but because it's on different buildings, it acts differently. Is that's a dilemma. That's an interesting situation. Don't know what to make of it. So the sliding door, that's an interesting part. Can I shoot enemies through the sliding door? Alright. I'm tired of reloading here, so I'm gonna just spawn back. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Bear with me now, y'all. This video is getting interesting. It's almost like you can't. Maybe I'm overlooking something simple. I don't know. A simple pattern to it, but the fact that that door looked like the same door, but they ate differently on two buildings, that's interesting. Although we did see on Progress Mill that basically the same cabin acted the same. That was on Drill Camp and Progress Mill, so we can assume Roulette Lane 1 is the same. But we're probably gonna have to check now since all this has happened. Alrighty, so General Greg is behind the sliding doors. Barn. We'll take aim at him. It's right there. Yes, he did die. I think it's probably safe to assume a couple of assumptions about this, but we're gonna double check anyway because it's just so odd, the results of this so far. We're not really worried about that building much. It's so small and it's right in the spawn. Sorry, I was looking at my other screen that y'all aren't seeing. The little shack in front of the CSA spawn, I don't see a reason to even think or worry about that one. But we could do this real quick. Just to see, we'll put him behind the basement wall of the barn. Alright, so he's right there. And yeah, he's safe. Okay. So the consistency is there. We've already verified on Drill Camp that the upper part doesn't provide any protection either. We're probably gonna need to verify that though. Alright, so now I'm gonna run General Greg upstairs and just put him against a non-door wall on this side. And we can hit T to find him. So you can see he's right there. And you can see that this barn does not provide cover. And I guess the last question is going to be this wagon right here for this CSA part of Otto and Sherrick farm. So these are the questions that I get asked about cover and concealment and such. And they are valid questions, and it's difficult to answer. So the wagon right here did stop the bullet, it seems. Alright. Yeah, he is alive and well. Alright then. So, I think that's no footage for that part. On to the next building. Alright, so now I'm guessing everybody's probably gonna wonder, does the house on the Union side behave the same? The whole Union company is in the house. Can I fucking call volleys and shoot through it or not? You know, should I not worry about them? Which is a logical thing because I mean, most of them can't see to shoot out. So let them sit inside all they want as an attacking team. But besides the point, I guess that becomes the question. So the door of the house, there's General Greg. And he died through the door of the house. So yeah, a lot of inconsistency with the doors. It's very interesting. I'll shoot it one more time so it takes damage. Does not. So that seems to be the general gist here, I believe, is if the door takes damage, it stops bullets, and if it doesn't take damage, it does stop bullets. That seems to be a common trend here. It's quite interesting. So I'm thinking maybe this one's, since it's out of bounds, maybe it's an outdated model. If they updated the models of some of the other buildings, it's hard to say. Quite possibly. I do feel though, and would agree with anybody that says the behavior of the building should be a little bit more consistent. I don't think it should be like this. Just really don't. Alright, so now for the wall. Just to see. And yeah, so the wall of this does not provide protection. So if you're on CSA, if that don't provide protection, I know the windows don't either. There is a way to find that out real quick, and that's to shoot the window and see if it gets a pattern on it or not. I think, or well, we'll just run General Greg over here to confirm it. But yeah, if that's the case, if a whole lot of Union is in this building and you're on CSA, shoot it up. Yeah, shoot it up. That stands to reason to shoot through it. You are going to kill a lot of Yankees by shooting this house. Whereas the house on CSA side, you can shoot through the windows, but you cannot shoot through the walls and doors. They just got better doors and a brick house that stops bullets. Man, oh man, who would have thunk it? Well, this is how you learn, folks. It's about us testing it for sure, not relying on faulty evidence or such. Alright, so somewhere in there is my dear General Greg. There's no window. Okay. So here he is. And yep, he died. Okay, so yep, you can shoot through this house. Good time learning with y'all. Great fun. Y'all have a good night. Alright. Alright, so next clip will begin shortly. Alright, folks. We're nearing toward the end of the test. I'm probably going to go over Harper's Ferry, test a couple more maps, but see if I need to add any to the video. But one question's always been about log piles. So I've been told that you can shoot through log piles. Don't know if it's true or not, so we're about to find out. That doesn't seem to have hit our dear General Greg. Maybe it was true at one point, but oh, okay, yeah. I may have just been missing. That's interesting. Hold on, let me respawn with a rifle to confirm. That is just okay, dokie. So it is true, I believe it is true that the log pile is not hard cover. We're gonna verify. We always like to verify. Alright. Infield spawn in. Log pile. Right here. Alright. Alrighty, General Greg, meet your demise. I need to figure out where exactly under his name he's standing from this distance, so I can properly aim this hopefully on the first shot. Let me get it loaded. Alright, so he appears to be right under the bracket symbol. Alright then. Log pile. Aimed under bracket symbol. Yep. Okie dokie. That confirms that the log pile offers concealment but not cover. That's a big one, folks. Now to Harper's Ferry maps. Alright, so at this point in the video, you're probably really wondering about the meat and potatoes of all this, which is the big house on Washington Street that everybody likes to Rambo in. Well, I just confirmed you can't shoot somebody through the outside wall right here. No need to show it again. You can see the bullet dent. Dude died because I shot him through the door. I was able to shoot once through the door, and he died to the shot. So that's a thing to note there. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go upstairs, and you're gonna find that I have General Greg in here. General Greg is in this room hiding from me, saying, "Oh crap, they have found me. I will hide here and they can't hurt me," right? Well, General Greg, we'll see about that, shall we? So, there he is, standing through the wall right there, and I was able to kill him through the interior wall. So, there you have it, folks. You can kill someone through the interior wall of the house, but not through the exterior wall. I know there's going to be more questions about this, so we're going to continue this video shortly. Alright guys, so General Greg is back here. I confirmed that the interior door does behave the same as the exterior door of this place. I was able to shoot General Greg in one shot through the door. Question is, can I shoot him through the floor? And that will be a good question. And I will take aim now to the floor. And yes. So, as far as the interior goes, have at it and have fun in the sun. Unexpected results indeed. So you got a lot of these wagons littered about Washington Street. Mostly the same one. There's two different models. They do appear throughout Harper's Ferry. It's the same set, obviously. So we'll test them real quick. We know that the same type of wagon's gonna be the same, obviously. But we do have these supply wagons all along this road to test. So here we go. Can you shoot through the wagons? So, alright, so this wagon right here sits right here. So we're gonna take aim at General Greg through the wagon, and you will see that yes, you can shoot through these wagons. These wagons are concealment only. They will not protect you from certain death. So, if you're wondering about the wheelbarrows that appear throughout War Rights, since it's right here, it's like, why not? We'll try the wheelbarrow. We'll answer that question. So, the wheelbarrow appears here. I know there's one of these on Otto and Sherrick Farm near the barn, and it can be quite annoying. And you get artillery stuck on it. So, does it have any value at all, or is it worthless? We will find out right here on Nuke's Grand Trials for General Greg. Oh, General Greg, you will die, sir. Or maybe not. The wheelbarrow does provide hard cover. Who would have thought? General Greg lives to see another day. Where is General Greg? Well, he is confident, good sirs, as York Wall would say. Confident. Alright. Enough that fun real quick, just to show another wagon type, the test real quick. We can see that one of the wagons on point in the road is definitely the same wagon that we already tested, but there's a different kind of wagon, one that people can get on top of, one that's got wheelbarrows in it, one that appears on maps like downtown. How does that one fare? Well, let us see. Alright, so we're gonna take aim through the wagon and the barrels at General Greg here, and see that he is indeed not so protected. And there you have it, folks. These wagons are not very protective. The wheelbarrow certainly didn't protect them. That's what's said. I will run it back in here for one more test to verify. We'll see if we can get a kill shot that passes through the blue board, just to be certain that the shooting through the wheelbarrow hit them. Just make sure it wasn't just the case where the bullet will pass through the wheelbarrow, but not through the blue boards of the wagon. You never know. Things have been a lot of really inconsistent with this on here. The doors. It's got to be one of the most inconsistent things I've come across testing this. Seems like there's more consistency on other things, but I don't No, I'm still seeing other inconsistency. I can tell you interior walls don't seem to offer you much protection. However, it does appear that if a wall appears to be brick on the exterior, that does seem to provide hard cover, whereas the houses that have siding seem to not provide hard cover. So interesting, indeed. So yeah. Okay, so it does appear that the blue of this provides hard cover, but not the blue boards on that wagon. So another inconsistency found. It's a great deal, and that's the exact same wagon. So that wagon will not save you. The blue of that wagon will, but not the barrels on top. Interesting. Well, this testing has indeed got interesting. I think I'll just test one more thing building this map, and I'm going to wrap up this video. Feel free to test other buildings out for yourself, or tell me if you want a specific building on a specific map tested. All you gotta do is describe the building to me and the map. If you're wondering about things like rocks, I think rocks generally stop bullets. In my experience, not something I'm really interested in testing. I know stone walls stop bullets. We have found that the log piles do not stop bullets. And we have found all that out by testing thoroughly. I know the buildings you can't go in, I do believe they stop bullets, but we can confirm that real quick. We'll confirm that here shortly. How about that? We'll confirm that, and we'll confirm about the windows on this beloved Washington Street, named after the first president of these United States. So it's been an interesting and long video with a lot of testing. Yeah, I will confirm for you. Do not doubt, do not fear. No need to really test it. Bullets do go through tents, things like that. So I generally don't go through trees, from what I understand. It's the buildings that people had a lot of questions for me about after I did the fences. And so, buildings I will test. I know these are minor things that might be small, seemingly small, but knowing these things and having these slight advantages can really add up. Like knowing for certain that my guys' bullets pass through an entire particular house or building means that if an enemy company is in or behind that building, I know I can call volleys on that building or independent fire on that building and have a devastating effect on an enemy that maybe expects to be completely covered. So just to know for the windows, there you have it. You can shoot through the windows on this map. Now, just to confirm on the building side of things, let me spawn in with my Accurate Enfield. We'll just use the building next to the CSA spawn. That'll work fine. So, what I can do to test this so I can get my load here. And I can see just like with the log pile, just make a General Greg's name when I hit T. And I can see that he is under the bracket symbol. Let me step back some so I know for sure about all that. Yeah, he appears under the bracket symbol, so if I put him behind the building here, to see the bracket symbol. Yeah, you can see there ain't no exit hole or mark. It stops it. So there you have it, folks. I think that concludes the video. Hope y'all have learned a thing or two about buildings and what provides cover and what doesn't. Have a good one.